Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned. Albino ranks every boss in Super Meat Boy 3D from easiest to hardest. All 5 of them. About to be a crazy video. The order might surprise you though, unless you're used to my order surprising you, in which case your ceiling for surprise is probably very low to begin with. These bosses are static encounters. They always do the same thing in the same order, and for the most part do not react to your current location at any given time, and that means they are inherently solvable, so if you find the right route and order of operations and always behave the same way, you will win 100% of the time. The question in regard to difficulty is, do we rank them based on how hard it is to perform that route once you discover it, or how hard it is to discover a route in the first place? We'll be taking elements of both for this, so starting from easiest and working our way to hardest. Number 5, Dr. Fetus. The easiest boss is actually the final one, Dr. Fetus. I died 4 times to this dude. It felt like more, because every attempt is decently longer than the rest of the bosses, but even though you have more to do, it's all easier to do overall. You'll still have your sections of trial and error, like, oh, what unreactable thing will the boss do next that I have to anticipate ahead of time in my next attempt, which is the backbone of every boss's design in this game, but there's no brain racking involved in this. When you die, you know what you did wrong and how to avoid it next time. I like this fight because more than any other, it seems very evocative of a Crash Bandicoot boss. They absolutely took inspiration from the Entropy fight in Crash 3, and especially Cortex from the first game towards the end. But yeah, not a hard boss at all, once you know what's coming. Number 4, Sahelanthropus, whatever the fuck that means, dude. This is the first boss of the game, and somewhat reminiscent of the original forest boss that used to chase you to the end in Super Meat Boy not 3D. Every time I died in this fight, it was always the exact same spot. This dude swings his chainsaws forward and backward at scripted intervals, and one of the final back swings would always get me. You always feel like you should be moving forward and staying near the moving wall, but that one instance heavily punishes that, so that's where you need to then back up a bit and be patient, because that saw just lingers where you want to land for longer than you can afford to be in midair. In the end, you win by doing absolutely nothing as the boss falls backwards off a cliff due to 0 external forces or environmental influence. Neat. Number 3, Mr. Filthy. Mr. Filthy is representing as a boss that's harder than it actually ends up being, because these first 2 sections require some pinpoint jumping and timing in addition to knowledge of what's to come, but then the third phase is the easiest of them all, adding these rotating meat cubes that are absolutely no threat, but their existence tones the other obstacles down as if they're afraid they'll be doing too much if they keep going, which maybe they would have been, but the result is a breezy third phase that when it's over, you're like, oh, alright. Number 2, the Forge Master. This boss was pissing me off as I was trying to figure it out. Now that I know what to do, I could go back and beat it first try whenever, but the process to reach that point was threatening to pop the veins in my neck. This boss is trial and error to a capital T. They all are by design, like I said, but this one is just like, couldn't have seen that coming, couldn't have seen that coming, couldn't have seen that coming, death, fuck me! The arrows telegraph where his blade beams will swing, and it's the same order every time, but the first time you see each double arrow wide slash you have to jump over, I could absolutely never react to that if I didn't already know it was coming. It comes out so fast, and the first half of your jump height still gets caught by it if you're too late. Eventually you get up on these conveyor belts, and the final one is kind of obtuse because the dude lands in front of you, and I'm like, surely the game doesn't want me to run towards him, and it turns out, yes, they do, because behind you is an impenetrable wall of saws, and then I died, and it's right before the end, so it's only annoying once, but still annoying. This is another fight you win by doing nothing. The guy corners you and you literally give up and hold your arm up like, oh no, here it comes, and again he just falls backwards and kills himself. I'm upset I died so many times on a boss that fucking stupid. Number 1, Maggot Larry. The hardest boss in Super Meat Boy 3D, in my personal super humble opinion, is Maggot Larry, because it's the most inconsistent fight in the game by far. This boss does have this continual onslaught of maggot mortars that actually do track your position and seem to care where you're at, and so it becomes very difficult to set up a consistent pattern of behavior when you're stopping and starting your sprint all the time to wait for the maggot clumps emerging from the ground, and then hoping you're in the right position in phase 2 to not get checkmated by the third tentacle overlapping one of the other tentacles and becoming impassable. Sometimes you get unlucky and the tentacle stops spinning right in front of your jump and then retreats upward and hits you. So of all the bosses, this one has the most BS, and each time I beat it, it felt like luck rather than executing a plan. I still don't know why this boss dies. Something just hits it in the head out of nowhere that is not even related to what's happening, and boom, you win. It's honestly incredibly lame, reads to me as lazy design, and I don't like it. I'm fine with a boss derping itself to death as long as you're somewhat responsible for causing it, but when a random rock falls from the heavens and kills the boss for no reason, I am not satisfied with my victory. Anyway, that's going to do it for this short little boss ranking. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Watch all my other videos while watching your goddamn footing, and I'll see you guys next time.